Hi, welcome to class number 7, part 2. In our previous video lecture, we were discussing jQuery mobile and the justification of using that technology that was the jQuery UI, for example, or jQuery. They have some features that they may not work on, they currently don't work actually on mobile devices. Like for example, from jQuery UI, draggable and droppable, they don't work because they expect some type of mouse event, like a click, and, and we don't have those in a mobile device. So that's what we were, for example, having the jQuery mobile, but jQuery mobile doesn't have the droppable either. So somehow we need a way of having jQuery UI work if we want something like dropping or dragging an object in, in an application, in a mobile web application. So in this class, we will study the jQuery UI touch punch. Now, what is it? So what is this type of technology? So basically, what it is um, a technology that will help us to use jQuery and add in some type of touch events that will be linked to mouse events into jQuery. So this is like the explanation that I was saying at the beginning. So the jQuery UI user interface does not support the use of touch events. So for that reason, some of the components that we may have in the application won't work or will fail. So um, the mouse events is like, for example, the ones that listed here, mouse over or just mouse out and click and so on. And it does not consider the touch events that we use on mobile devices. So then jQuery UI touch punch comes with a way of simulating those events with their counterpart mouse event. Now we're supposed to learn another set of commands here. No, the only thing that we need to do is use jQuery as we learned in class 6, I think, and we're just going to include a new script, and that's it. So to do that, we're going to follow these steps. So the step number 1, we need to include the jQuery and jQuery UI as usual, as was described in the other previous classes. And we know we got ways either downloading the software or just linking those to the CDN sites. So this step we know. So what is the second step? Well, the second step is that we need to download the code, and we need to include a new script. So this is basically the only thing that we need to do different to have jQuery behaving this way. I mean the jQuery UI. So there is nothing else but including that. Now here we only have one way. We have to download the software from the link that I'm provided at the very end of this setup slides. And so step number 3 says just use jQuery as expected, and that's it. So this is the place where we go and download, and we include this, and that's the main thing. So in summary, what we need to develop our application, a web mobile application, is we need jQuery UI, we need jQuery mobile, and for jQuery UI, we need to include this new script and download the software, and that's the one that we're going to call the touch punch. So it's not really that we have a new technology, it's basically the jQuery UI and the jQuery mobile. Let's look now the example that I want you to modify for your activity number 1 for this class. So this is the HTML, this is an HTML document. So now remember that we need to include some code, right? So here this code, we're getting that to the CDN. So this is not a problem when you get, but you see this one is looking for the code in your machine. So on your desktop or should be next to the file, your HTML file. So I will place these files and then you can download it from the activity section of this class, and be sure that you have that next to the to your HTML file, so it can, I mean, this code can find actually those files. Here we're defining this object. I think we did that before in the previous class, and then we got a function in which we say that draggable, and actually we got two objects that will be draggable, but look at that div one is not listed here in this style. So here we have some experience that we know what this is. So this is a box, right? And then will be some um, attributes here for that box. I mean, actually it's a square because it's 151 by 150. So then here, this is what we will see. And then here is my draggable object. It says drag me around. It's going to be inside that object. But here I have another element, 1, 2, 3, 4. And they also look like boxes. So these are 3 boxes. And let's see what else can we see. So we see the background color is red, green, and blue. For the last one that also looks like a box, we have a radius. So the last one must be a circle. Now we see that those two objects are draggable. So let's see how this page looks on the Google Chrome. So this is how the page looks in Google Chrome. So this is the object that was draggable, that was defined there, and then this is also draggable, but not these ones. So I want you to modify the code so all of these are also draggable. So I click in this and I can move it, click in this and then move it. Now something that I want you to add, I want you to add a button that when we click on that button, these 3 boxes will go away. So the way that I want you to do that is they need to belong to the same class, and then we need to put a function in which when you click, it will hide that object. So you can see that from the previous classes. And that will be the activity for today.